Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And to continue with our news, the Minister of Higher Education, Khaled announced that 12 newly established non-profit national universities will begin operating during the 2022-2023 academic year, starting in October. His announcement came only a year after President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi directed the government to establish and finance 15 modern non-profit universities. Minister added the new universities have so far been funded to the tune of 39 billion Egyptian pounds. President's directives aim to upgrade the higher education system in Egypt and focus on modern sciences and scientific fields that could prepare graduates for the modern labor market, whether inside the country or abroad. The minister said tuition and fees at the universities will be equal to the cost of providing educational service. We're now delighted to be joined over the telephone by our guest, Dr. Hussein Khaled, the former Minister of Higher Education. Dr. Hussein, a very good afternoon to you, sir.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, thank you. Thank you for joining us. Doctor, let me start by asking you, what are non-profit universities?
Non-profit universities are universities made to educate people and do not get extra money or profit from the income generated by the admission of the students. That's to say, to spend the money gained in raising the infrastructure and the facilities and the university staff to the international levels every year. And this will assure the quality, the higher quality of education.
Indeed. Doctor, let me ask you, what are the admission requirements for such universities and what are their expenses?
Well, usually the expenses are less than the expenses of the private universities that aim, as part of their objectives, aim to profit. This is number one. Number two, they are the same requirements needed from any higher education institution based on their the numbers needed and also their degrees and the high school certificate, what is called the Sanawiyya al-Amma.
And now with the launching of the 12 newly established non-profit national universities, which are to begin during this current academic year, and as you mentioned, Sanawiyya Amma, the results are right around the corner. Does this provide more opportunities and more spaces for the students willing to continue with their tertiary education in different fields?
Yes, because you know, the international standard is to afford one university for 1 million population. So, for example, if Egypt now is 100 million population or 110 population, then we need around 100 universities, whether these universities are private or non-governmental, non-profit or governmental universities. So I think that so far we have around 80 or 80 something universities. So we are still needing more universities to accommodate our youth that are graduated from their high school.
Indeed, right. Dr. Hussein Khaled, the former Minister of Higher Education, thank you very much, sir, for your time and for joining us on today's edition of Cairo Local Time. And ladies and gentlemen, a short break, and we'll be right back for more. Do stay tuned.